Good afternoon, everybody. I can clearly remember the day that I received my oldest daughter's first grade report card, looking at that report card in my hands and seeing that her teacher graded her emerging and basic skills that I knew my daughter knew. Not only did she know these, but she had been developed on these skills in previous years. I reached out to the teacher to ask her if my daughter regressed. Where did she get these grades from? And the teacher confidently told me, no, my daughter didn't regress. She, in fact, gave all the kids in her classroom the same grade for the first 6 weeks so that she could show growth for the second 6 weeks. That was my reaction, too. Knowing that that wasn't correct and knowing that as a mom, I expected my daughter to be graded based on what she knew, not based on the class. And this teacher was a little nasty, too, because I remember her saying, like I said, you'll see a change next 6 weeks. I immediately clocked out of work, headed to the school. And that was the day that my advocacy antennas went up. Good afternoon, my name is Trenace Dorsey-Hollins. I'm very excited to be here today. I have always been passionate about education, passionate about kids, and as a fifth-generation Fort Worthian, passionate about my community. But I didn't know exactly what that meant until I became a mom of 2 girls. I just told you a little bit about my oldest daughter, DeRay. She's 15 now, and she will be a sophomore in high school next year. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But I'm also the mom of a 6-year-old daughter, Dream. Dream is nonverbal, she's in a wheelchair, and Dream requires hands-on assistance for everything. In addition to being a mom, I'm also the founder and executive director of Parent Shield Fort Worth. Thank you. Parent Shield Fort Worth, we're a parent-led movement, grassroots movement for parents, led by parents for parents. We educate and organize parents so that we can demand quality education for all kids. In Fort Worth, we're one of the top 25 fastest growing cities in America. However, we have 64% of our kids unable to read on grade level. What do parents think? Many of them are in the dark. They don't know. You see, when my advocacy antennas went up and I started studying the data and the research, I was shocked. And I was wondering, why are other parents not rioting in the schools and demanding answers? But again, they didn't know. We knew what the data said, and we knew that our city couldn't wait. So I grabbed a couple of my friends, and we went knocking on over 100 doors in our communities to let parents know our city is in a crisis. And while parents knew that there was something wrong, they just couldn't quite put their finger on what it was because, of course, their kids brought home A's and B's on their report cards. Our teachers had never had honest conversations with parents about where their kids stood. But again, we knew what the data said. So we jumped into action. We hired our own certified teachers to assess kids, to tell parents exactly what reading level their child was on. Thank you. We brought parents in through the month of July to our literacy clinics. We brought families in, kids were paired with the teacher. We surveyed and met with the parents. Over 75% of the parents that came into our clinics believed that their child was on or above grade level. But in actuality, 64% of those kids were well below grade level, and parents were shocked. Again, springing into action, we hosted a balloon release. We invited parents, community leaders, nonprofit organizations, and to us, this symbolized that as of today, as an organization, we were taking the lead of lifting literacy. In addition to that, that also launched our LIFT program, which means Literacy is Freedom Texas. We partnered with our local Boys and Girls Club to offer free reading intervention to students after school, 2 to 3 times a week. In the 3 months that our program lasted, we were able to grow 96% of the kids at least 1 grade level. Thank you. You see, we don't just tutor. we offer the truth. We don't just work with kids, we empower parents. We don't just change systems, we change lives. We use the data that we collect along with the stories and testimonies from our parents to advocate not only locally, but on a state level too. As of today, we've been able to get our district, as of today, our district has updated their parent portal so that now parents have access to see their child's state assessment results. Our district has also transformed to a standard-based report card because we understand the importance of parents having transparent information. For the past 2.5 years, we've been able to secure monthly meetings with our superintendent because our voices are not just heard, they're valued. Our school board trustees have recently passed a resolution, naming literacy as the #1 priority in our district, as it should be. And as of today, our once sleepy city now has our mayor, judges, district attorneys, all joining in and calling it what it is, a crisis, and that our kids deserve better. If I could leave you with one thing today, I would leave you with this. There's a school in my neighborhood, and possibly in y'all's too, where 6% of the kids are reading on grade level. 6. In a classroom of 22, that's one child. And I ask you, do you think those parents know? Do you think those kids deserve better? I definitely do. And I'm sure that you do too. You see, I'm often asked, what can we do to resolve this crisis? Easy. Empower parents. You see, when parents know, we show up, we act, we speak out, because we understand that our kids do not get a second chance. You see, this isn't just about literacy. This is about equity. This is about justice. This is about freedom. Literacy is freedom, and we won't stop until every child has it. Thank you.